Andrew Kittredge came from the University of Washington in 2009. He was a highly recruited, high-profile freshman out of the University of Washington. We had heard that he was very good. We heard that from his teammates. So we were excited to see him out here that summer. When he first got here, you could tell he had really good stuff. But over the course of the summer that year, he got better each time he went out on the mound. And by the playoffs, he was very special. But he had a record of 3-1. The amazing thing about Andrew that I recall is he only had 3 walks all summer, or 4 walks compared to 41 strikeouts. His command was exceptional. And when you have good stuff like he did, like major league stuff, and you have that kind of command, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. And in that championship game, that first game in Newport against the Vermont Mountaineers, he went 7 innings and he struck out 12 guys. He was dominant.
Woody stands in. Low 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Swinging for the fences there. 7 strong innings tonight, a dozen strikeouts, a season high.
Yeah, I felt good. Mike was calling a great game behind the dish, and had a slider going for me, and just felt good.
You could tell then that we knew we were watching something very special. It's why he's in our Hall of Fame. It's why he's a major league pitcher, and that's why he is who he is, and we're excited to be able to induct Andrew Kittredge into our Hall of Fame.
Quiet kid, once again, very well-mannered. Came here and pitched very well for us. Made the All-Star team, NACBL second team, and he pitched very well in the playoffs. I think he pitched game 1 for us and in the finals, and got us rolling towards the championship that year. So, very big member of the staff. Very hard worker, bulldog type. Once again, coach liked him a lot. 6'1" kid, not a huge kid. A lot of the kids were bigger than him. And just competed on the mound. Competed really well, hard. Could count on him out there when you put him out there. Coach had a lot of confidence in him when he put him out there, so nice to watch him pitch.
Now, 2009 was a really special year for the Newport Gulls. There had been some heartbreak the previous couple seasons, some championship losses, and the 32-win season that the Gulls sort of fizzled in the playoffs. So when Newport was in the playoffs again in 2009, they were there, for one, on the backs of some very strong pitching from Andrew Kittredge in particular that season. But what he did in the playoffs really put the Newport Gulls in a good position, because we were finally in a place to make up for those losses of the previous seasons. And that 2009 win was just all the more special. It wouldn't have happened without Andrew Kittredge. When he came in game 1, the game 1 starter in the championship series against Vermont, and he just dominated. He was outstanding. And if the Gulls hadn't won that game 1, game 2 was a heartbreaking loss itself. And Newport was able to come back in game 3 and win it all at home for the first time in 8 years. I mean, that was very, very special, and Andrew Kittredge was a huge part of that.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. The Newport Gulls are the 2009 NACBL champions. The Gulls mob Jeff Brown behind the mound as the Gulls become the first team in league history to win 4 Lee Vincent Cups. The Newport Gulls have won the 2009 NACBL championship here at Cardines Field. How is it to win this thing at home in the white uniforms?
It's awesome. Huge crowd here tonight. It's great to win in front of all these guys. They've been great all year. It's tough to lose that game last night, but it's even better to win it at home in front of the fans. So.
Little sideline about Andrew Kittredge. This past year I was on a family vacation down in Florida in St. Pete with some friends, not really thinking or looking at the roster of the Rays to see if there was somebody that we might have known. We were just enjoying the night. So I get down by the dugout and I'm looking at the program and I see Andrew Kittredge. And I remembered he's on that roster. So immediately I ran down to the dugout and I had an opportunity to, and there he is right there in the dugout, right next to where I was standing. So we saw each other right away, we embraced, big hug from Uncle Chuck, and it was very special to see Andrew in his major league uniform. That is really special for us.
No, pleasure to have on the team. Pitching the big leagues right now. Was with Seattle for a while, and then now it's with Tampa Bay down there and doing well. And we see him when he comes to Fenway Park. We'll pop up and see him out there. And he pitched a little bit this year. Got to start this year, I believe, at the end of the year. up in Fenway, and he's right in the hunt with everybody else. We're very proud of him and wish him nothing but the best. So go Andrew.